Hey everybody, welcome back to the shack. And as you can see behind me, my door's open. I got everything moved out of the way there. So now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna move this big boy over there so I can get out of the way so this area is completely clear. But the purpose of this one today, I just literally got a delivery from FedEx. I got a brand new DeWalt 20 volt drill driver and impact driver combo. And the only reason I bought it because, like I said, my old DeWalt, the battery is completely wore out, wouldn't charge no more. I bought aftermarket batteries, and one battery worked fine, it really did, but the other one, let me go here, I'll show you real quick. The only way it would work is if I would stack two of these on it. And these are weights that scuba divers used to use. They're lead, and you know, they don't use that stuff anymore. But that was the only way that I could keep the one battery in the charger so it would charge. And that was kind of a pain, because if I'm on a job, I'd have to look around for something heavy enough to keep it in the charger. For some reason, it just didn't fit right. So I've been messing with that for about a year, and I'm just tired of it. This came on sale, and I don't know if it was like a pre-Father's Day sale or something, I don't remember. It just came up, and I go, well, you know what, that's $170, that's not bad. I got a brand new, it's 20 volt max, I think they call it something. I have to open it up, I gotta check it out. It's 20 volt lithium ion battery on this one. The drill driver, the impact driver, and the kicker was they even threw in an $80 DeWalt job site radio. And I've looked online, I've seen just the driver itself with a battery charger, 2 batteries, and the hard case for 150 plus. And I got this for 170 for all 3 pieces. So I couldn't pass that deal up. So let me go over here and I'll get everything set up, and I'll shut this off so I can turn around, and I'll get my knife, we'll open it up and we'll check it out. And then, like I said, I'm gonna wait for a while, and then I'll do a follow-up review, then I'll post everything. So it may be a month before this comes up, but that's just how I do it. I don't open it up and say, yeah, fine, I wanna use it for a while before I actually post a review on it, just so I know how I like it. But how everything is today, the way technology is, and how good these things are getting, I know I'm not having any problem. The only thing that's going to be wrong with that is if the batteries don't charge right, or if they don't last more than a couple hours, you know, something like that, then I'll get a bad review. Otherwise, you know, I can already tell there's nothing going to be wrong with these. I'm gonna actually love these. And I get a radio out of it, so I don't know if the radio's in here. It may come in a separate box. So I'm gonna open this up and see just what I'll open up. I got my knife, so I'm good to go. This is it. So let's see what we got. Like I said, I have no idea what came. I'm going to cut nothing just in case, so I'll do it short. Alright, I said I don't know if the job radio's in here, just the thing. Oh yeah, everything looks like it's in here. Now that is some big bubble wrap. That sounds like an explosion going off. Oh. Eh, probably broke it now. That's a cool little radio. I don't need something loud booming so everybody hears it. It's just for me. So it's a Bluetooth. DeWalt job site Bluetooth speaker. So I can actually play my music off my iPod maybe or something. Or off my phone, either way. USB, yeah, probably right off my phone. Cool. That'll work. Right there is my old DeWalt. And like I said, I'm going to put it in the yard sale because one of these batteries, when it sits in here, it's it's loose and doesn't have to hold it back to make sure it's got a good connection. So this little light blinks. So that's why I put those weights on here to hold it down in there. It's just, sometimes just time to get rid of stuff, you know. But if this thing fits in here, I just might keep that case. So here, the 20 volt max lithium ion battery. DCD 771 and DCF 885. So, let's see what we got. Special deal. Oh, does that make me feel even more special? Guess it doesn't lift open. Man, the flies are thick out here today. Oh, there it is. Yeah, see? Oh, it comes in the case already. Look at that. Okay. So I don't care for the cases. Well, everybody, I apologize for that. Unfortunately, because I normally have my radio playing in the background, my video that was supposed to precede this one, the one that I just interrupted, was flagged because copyright issues, whiny little wah-wah people. This is one thing that I hate about doing stuff. I'm not selling nothing. I'm not doing anything but allowing people into my life, showing them the projects as I do them for my therapy, cleaning out my father's stuff that I was basically stuck with after he passed away. So it's not like I'm getting anything out of this other than maybe I can help a couple people out there going through the same thing. So, wow, wow, la, la, get your penny in a bunch, people out there. That's what I don't like about this. So the one that normally would have followed, I had to delete. I'm not going to deal with that bull crap. It's just bull. I don't, you know, I could rant for another hour about this. I'm really mad. So other than that, I'm going to go back over here. Everything's already unboxed. Like I said, I had to delete that video, so I couldn't put it up. That's why it didn't come out before my final review of using the DeWalt for the last, it's been about 6 days now. So I'm just going to get an overview of what originally came out of it. And I remember when I unboxed it, my initial thoughts. Check out the video I did after I had them for a few days, and I gave a much more in-depth review of everything, likes and dislikes. But my initial thoughts when I first pulled it out, that's what I'm going to do here. So we're going to go over here. I'm going to show you what I got out of the box. I got it laid out just out of the packing, just like I got it. Like I said, I've only had it for 6 days. So we're going to go over there. I'm just going to do a quick review, and that's going to be the end of the video because, like I said, I'm mad. I'm just kind of ticked off the little penny-wadded people. It just irritates me like that. My day, yeah, we just smack them and not worry about it. Legalistic crap has just gone stupid. So let's go over there and I'll look at this. I'm surprised. In fact, why aren't they flagging me? Because I'm using the name brand DeWalt. Jeez, did I get their permission to review it? I mean, if we're going to be stupid, let's get real stupid, right? So let's go over there and I'm going to do this. I know, I'm ranting. I'm just irritated over that. This is why I've never done anything on YouTube. Didn't want to deal with the stuff. And something in me said, I'm going to open up. So if there's somebody out there that's going through it, is overwhelmed with the fact that the stuff they've had to get, inherited, whatever you want to call it, stuck with, like I did with my dad. This is just me opening up to you, showing after 5 years. 5 years, I finally have had enough. I got to get rid of it. I want my shop back. That's why I'm doing these things. This is my shack. I'm taking it back. So if I can help one or two people, that's all I need to do. I never ask you guys to subscribe, never do nothing like that. If you want to, that's your thing. You can follow me, check out the reviews, check out my projects that I do. And get ideas from, like I said, you know, there's some guys on the web, and I'm going to start posting their name stuff, because I'm not even going to say it, because I might get issues about that. I mean, I don't know my boundaries here. Come on. Sorry. Let's go check out DeWalt, and I'll show you what I got, and we'll go from there. Okay, this is everything. Remember, I was trying to open up this bag, and the zipper was stuck. So I had to put it down. In my next video, that's what got cut off. So, whatever. This is DeWalt. These are the items that I got. Here's the DCD 771. This is a 20 volt max cordless compact half-inch drill driver. Now, one thing I noticed off the bat was there's no little area to snap in your bits. The old one, I'm gonna go show you real quick. See, my old one that I'm getting rid of, and I told you why, because the battery wouldn't sit in here good, and it would sit in and it would wobble. So I put those weights on to hold it. But here's the old one, and you see right here, you got a little spot to put your bit in to hold it. And another thing I noticed, my Porter cable has got an indicator for the battery charge. Of course, this is the older one that doesn't have it. But I noticed on the batteries, there's nothing on them either. And there's nothing on here to click. So I'm like, okay, no place for the bit and no charge level indicator. So when it goes out, it goes out. Hope the heck I'm not in the middle of doing something and it dies. I'm like, oh hell, I couldn't check it. So that was my initial thought. Came with charger, 2 batteries. Of course, you got all your manuals, and always read the manuals. And also got the little Bluetooth wireless speaker. Pairing, you pair up for your iPod, whatever, and your telephone or your phone. Pause, start, and the volume control. This is the indicator, power's on. This turns the power on and off. Plus, which makes no sense, you run it either 110 or you plug it in using your battery. But I started thinking about that. If I put the battery in there and I use it that way, I only got 1 battery. So if that one dies, I'm screwed. So actually, it's going to be powered all the time. And that's it, because I'm not going to sacrifice one of my batteries on my job just to power this stupid little thing. And then the DeWalt DCF 885 1/4-inch impact driver. Again, the same thing. There's no place for the bits to hang or stick or something if you got to interchange a couple. But it has a belt clip. So where in the heck is my one for the drill? I got short change on that. So I'm going to call them and complain. You know, $170. Dude, give me a stupid little $2 clip. Still kind of mad about my video being flagged. I'm sorry. So that's it. That's what it came as. Those are the things. Those are my initial thoughts. Watch my video of my review after I had used these. Like I said, I had them for 6 days. I already used them, and I already got my full thoughts on the goods and the bads, and I showed that on that video. So I'm just making this short, sweet. Other than that, thanks again for watching. I'm sorry about the ranting, but I just got ticked off, and I don't like all this legalistic. You know, I'm old school. I could go on about that stuff. You know, respect, man, is major. Respect is major. and you just do what's right, and that's it. And you do ma'am and sir. That's how I was raised. Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Yes, sir, no, sir. And we don't call our relatives, hey, Rick, hey, John, hey, Joe. It's, hey, Uncle Rick, hey, Uncle Joe, hey, you know, something like that. You just don't call them. You show respect, and that's how I was raised. I'm sorry. That's Midwest. You still go to Texas and stuff like that, and they have respect. They don't do that in California. They care less. All they want is smoke their stupid weed and go on. So that's it. This is how it came. This is what it was. Take it for what it's worth. Again, watch the other one, and I'll give you the full review of after I'd used them. So, as always, get out there, be creative, take back your shack. Thanks for watching. Be blessed. See you in the next video.